Welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. Tonight, featuring Donald Glenn, Jenny Jones, Fuji Hakayito. Stay tuned for the Super One.
Good evening and welcome to the Super Dave Osborne Show. We've got a terrific show for you tonight. I'll be doing a stunt later on, and we've got a great guest star. But before I go over and meet my audience, I want to show you people another area of my 500-acre stunt compound. From the thousands of letters I get every week, you really love that when I do it, so tonight I'm going to do it. And tonight I'm going to show you my award-winning Super Dave 5-star kitchen. And before I take you on a tour of the kitchen, I want to bring in the man responsible for the success of my whole compound, the one and only Mr. Donald Glenn. You're absolutely sensational, and I know I tell you that every time I see you, but I really mean it. Without you, there would be no compound and certainly no kitchen.
Oh, well, thank you.
Incidentally, tonight is our 2-year anniversary of our kitchen. I'm very proud of everyone. 7 of the 12 months this year, we had Chefs of the Month.
That's right.
We've got a 5-star award, which is the highest you can get.
Yeah.
And Donald, explain to the people at home what makes the Super Dave kitchen so unique.
I'd be happy to. It all started, Super Dave, when we noticed in different areas how they would have a smoking area and a non-smoking area.
You mean in planes,
Exactly.
restaurants?
Yeah. So we thought, why not have a kitchen that has a smoking area and a non-smoking area?
Which is brilliant, but it's also common sense.
You'd think so.
In other words, if I'm eating in a restaurant and I want French fries and I don't smoke, I don't want a chef who smokes preparing my French fries.
Really?
It's that simple.
Yep.
Yet you run this kitchen, and so it's a smoking and non-smoking kitchen.
Yep.
Let's take a tour.
Great.
Again, and what I hope comes from tonight, not only do you enjoy seeing the kitchen, but someone out there who owns a restaurant, even if it's only one, says, hey, that's a great idea, we've taken a step forward.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be beautiful. Here's Anthony, and he's our award-winning smoking fry cook. As you can see, boy, the fries smell delicious. And here is our non-smoking fry cook. It all looks very simple, but if we didn't take this precaution by putting this divider in here, the smoke could filter right over. You'd have no smoking, non-smoking kitchen. Yep. Is that correct? Basically, what happens here, Donald? If I'm here smoking, what happens to the smoke?
Well, the smoke is, of course, in here, but it comes this way to want to get over to this food, but it hits this divider.
And goes back and soaks those fries.
Yep.
That's beautiful. All right, so this whole kitchen is worked that way. I understand that the smokers will dress in one area, the non-smokers dress. You even have a smoking and non-smoking punch-out time clock.
2 different ways.
So you separate them as much as possible.
We try to, yeah.
After work, they can get together.
If they want, sure.
All right. Here's our minestrone soup again, and this is a January and February. He won Soup Cook of the Month. Right here, Giuseppe. He's a smoker. And I'll tell you something interesting. When I first heard you wanted to do this, I said, I wonder if the people will really know. Last night, I was walking through the kitchen, and a gentleman who smokes was eating his soup, and he said, Super, this is delicious. I can actually taste the smoke in the soup.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah. Here's Wilfred, who's been with us for 2 years, fine young man, and he's a non-smoker, as you can see. A non-smoking chef, I should say. All right. That was a brilliant idea. Common sense. This is a brilliant idea that is not common sense. Explain this machine.
Well, plain and simple, really, Super Dave. This is a recycling machine.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. It's really not plain and simple. It is brilliant. As you can see, we've got our smoking chef right now working on the recycler. In 5 minutes, he takes a break. We dump it out, and our non-smoker takes over. There's our chef of the year as far as salads go, Gary, and he's a smoker. Again, the divider. And here is Chris making our non-smoking salad. Smoke off the backboard onto the salad. All right, let's get a little bit more information about your food recycler.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
Sure. Well, with a kitchen this size, Super Dave, and of course it's a large restaurant, we have to serve a lot of people.
Well, we serve over 1,000 a day, usually.
Easily, yeah. But there is still a lot of wasted food, and we hate to see that.
Waste not one.
That's right, yeah, that's good. So what we thought we'd do is, why not put the food that we have left over into the recycling machine, and we can create a whole new dish to serve in the restaurant.
In other words, say you have hamburger one night.
Yep.
You've got leftover hamburger. You would put it in the recycling machine, and then if you had leftover food, now I don't want to say leftover, it has not been touched.
No.
You put it in the recycler and create a dish.
Brand new dish.
What did you have for dinner last night, for instance? What was the main course?
Fish fillet.
And it was delicious, I might add.
Yeah,
I had a couple of pieces of fish. I loved it.
Oh.
And the dessert?
Jello.
And I understand we had some fish left over and some dessert left over. And so that will be your meal of the day today.
Yep, that's right.
Which is right here.
Yep.
And what do you call this?
Well, we actually call this jish because it's more jello than fish in it.
So this is fish-jello combination.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And this is jish because there's more fish than jello?
More jello than fish.
More jello than fish. So if there's more fish than jello, it's
Fellow.
beautiful. Now, this is a full-course meal served at once.
Yeah.
You've got your salad, you've got your protein, your fish, and you've got your dessert.
All in one.
And you know what? It smells delightful.
You like that?
Absolutely. It looks great, and I say, what if it smells good? Absolutely sensational. All right, let's go over here. Now, once again, I gave you a challenge, Donald, and you met it, as usual. I said, so what if we have a smoking, non-smoking kitchen? What about the beverage department? Everyone likes a nice, fresh glass of milk. What if a non-smoker wants milk? So you've solved that. This is Star, our non-smoking cow. And right now, Star's being milked. If you can see that, the machine's on. You don't have to get that close, Danny. That's not that necessary. And after about 10 minutes, we bring in Susie, who is our smoking cow. And she's a beauty, too. All right. Boy, everything I challenge you with, you meet. Someday. I'm going to do something. All right, with the little time we have left, it gives me great pride to present a man who is our head chef here at the compound. He's been with me for many years. This is Mario, ladies and gentlemen. 2 years in a row, he's the North American Chef of the Year.
It's the best.
And I want to take a minute. As you can see, Mario has baked a cake tonight. Congratulations, Super Dave, which will be served on our 2-year anniversary. And before we go back to the studio, I want to talk to Mario for a minute.
Sure.
Mario has a nickname.
Yes, he does, yeah. We call him the singing chef.
Mario, let me ask you a couple of questions. First of all, why are you known as the singing chef?
L'aurora di bianca vestita, gelosa dischiude al gran sol, di già con le rose sue dita, carezze di fiori lo stuol. Come s'adante ritornato, intorno creato già far, e tu non ti testi ed in vano mi sto qui dolente cantare. Metti anche tu la veste bianca e schiudi l'uscio a tu cantare. Ora non sei, la luce manca, ove tu sei, nasce d'amor.
Let me ask you quickly another question. When did you first get interested in cooking?
When I was a little bambino.
You're sensational, and it's great to talk to you.
Great.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tour of our smoking, non-smoking kitchen. And again, if there's any restaurant owner out there or kitchen owner who would like to try this idea, I think you'll really love it. It's worked for us tremendously well. Thank you, Donald. You can write Donald here at the compound, and he'll help you out.
Sure.
I'm going to go over there and greet my audience, to go over to my studio. If you'd like to come with me and watch the show.
It'd be great.
We've got a great show, and I hope you stay tuned and enjoy it. Let's go to billboards. Okay? Great.
That worked well, huh?
That was terrific.
Yeah.
Nice job, Danny. I'd love a glass of fresh milk from this cow if I had the time. I love stuff. Good job. That was absolutely sensational.
Yeah? Kitchen's coming along.
Yeah, and you know what? People love it. They love the smoking, no smoking. Hello, Susan. You know, the only thing I don't understand, and I guess I never will, why the heck do people like smoked milk? You know, Don, when you get a chance, you ought to get Susie some certs. Those cigars are killing her breath. With all this smoke, I feel like I'm on the Morton Downey Jr. show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the star of the Super Dave Osborne Show, the one, the only Super Dave Osborne.
This next performer has been on the show, and she was absolutely sensational. We're very pleased to have her back and hope she continues to come back. She's not only beautiful, but tremendously funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jenny Jones.
Be back. I was so thrilled when Super Dave asked me back. I was so excited. I even went to the doctor and got a checkup, just to make sure everything. And I feel good. I hate getting undressed in front of him, but God, he's a good eye doctor. Never trust an eye doctor with stirrups. Remember that, okay? Because I'm telling you. I am Polish. Any Poles here tonight? Do you hate being called Pole? Really? I mean, why don't they call people from Holland Holes? Having Polish parents is fun. See, a little bit different. See, my parents are wonderful. I love them. These are not the hippest people. They don't get stuff. I told them I was going to see a Madonna concert. They were surprised she was still alive after all these years. I won $100,000 on Star Search 2 years ago, and the nice thing is I was able to buy cars for my parents, especially my mom, because I think mechanics take advantage of women. Do they see us coming? Ladies? Do they? Last time I took my car in, $95 to have my spark plugs rotated. I said, you must think I'm stupid. I never paid more than $50. I'm doing it myself. You can do your own car. How many women, let me take a survey. How many women work on your own car? 3, okay. How many women your car makes a noise, you turn up the radio? See, I'm telling you, it's so easy. You can do tune-ups, you can do oil changes. You buy these books, every car has its own book. I drive a blue Toyota, I got the book. They didn't have the Toyota book, but the Chevy book had a blue car on the cover. Same exact shit. You can save money, use stuff you have at home. I lubed it with oil of Olay. Flushed the radiator with vinegar and water. You didn't get that, did you? It's okay. It's okay. No, it's all right. Well, you know what else? When people say women are inferior drivers to men, does this make you crazy? First of all, women are much better drivers than men. Okay. How many men do you know that can drive 65 miles an hour, put on mascara, and read the paper at the same time? I grew up in London, Ontario. And, I know, I love it. It was a wonderful place. I went to Catholic school, run by nuns. That's why I dress this way. They don't call them mothers for nothing. Can I just tell you that part? These are the strict, Mother Superior, the meanest woman on the face of the earth. If you're non-Catholics, that's the nun in charge of, the entire school. Oh, we had a black nun in charge, Mother Supreme. I'm telling you, I was going to be a nun. These were role models for me. I didn't know anything. Then I started developing breasts, and, my nun plans went out the window. I didn't even know what they were, but I was pretty sure I didn't want to waste them. I don't want to give you the impression that all of us girls that went to Catholic school are sex-crazed maniacs. In fact, I think safe sex is very important, which is why I'm never doing it on plywood scaffolding again. I don't really even date that much. I'm on the road a lot. I'm touring with people. And people try to set me up on blind dates. I will not. There's always something wrong with them. Let me describe my last blind date. This guy shows up. You know when a guy's trying to grow a mustache and he can't? He had about, 9 or 10 hairs on his upper lip. He had this overbite, and his eyes kind of popped out. He looked like a catfish in a suit, okay? I don't mind talking about him. He was rude. I'm ready to go. I open the door. He says, I suppose you're going to be late. I said, why? Do you have to get back before low tide? It wasn't just me that saw the resemblance. The waiter at the restaurant brings him over a shrimp cocktail. He said, it's okay. We checked it for hooks. So I'm still looking around. It's hard to find the right guy. You know what I find attractive on a man? Cash. Hey, where are the tight ones? Stand up so we can see what clothes look like in the 60s. Come on. I dated this cheap guy. This is the first date now. This man took me to a restaurant. At least he was a gentleman. He carried my tray. I mean, you know, and he forgot the coupons. We had to go back, you know. Took me to a drive-in movie because it cost less. I didn't even see the movie. He forgot to let me out of the trunk. You know what I really hate? I can't believe is how many married men ask. It happens. Married men ask women out all the time, and they lie. At least be honest. Don't try and fool us. They tell you they're single. They pick you up in a Winnebago with a swing set on the top or something. Thank you very much. You were just terrific.
I need a favor. I've got to go do a stunt. Will you do a little bit more and then send it to Mike Walden?
I will.
Thank you very much. Jenny Jones.
Thanks. I was talking about cheap guys. I don't want to give you the wrong impression. It doesn't really take a lot of money to impress a woman. Guys, if you want to seduce a woman, it's so easy. Invite her over to your house and cook dinner. Isn't it? It's true, isn't it? Even if you can't cook, it doesn't matter. It's the effort. It's the thought. We'll sit there on the couch afterwards and say things like, you know, Steve, I'd like to show you how much I appreciate that wonderful dinner. No, I love macaroni and cheese. I never had to slice it before, but oh, sure, it would have been easier with a metal fork. It's just so romantic eating over the sink like that. Dessert was wonderful. I love dessert. I couldn't finish the whole box, but I'll keep the prize. Take it away, Mike Walden.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Walden. And in just a few seconds, you'll be seeing the one and the only Super Dave Osborne. He is about to make an appearance. As a matter of fact, I can hear from the sound of his magnificent Super Dave motorcycle that he is just now arriving from the studio. And one thing about the Super One, when he arrives with a style and a flamboyance that is certainly indicative of the man. Hello, Super.
Hello, Michael. I tell you, I was laughing driving.
Why?
I just have to tell the public that we had the ultimate honor last week. And you know you're a hit show. We were all invited to the Hefner compound. And we spent a couple of days there, and it was a lot of fun. And we exchanged gifts. I gave Hef a Super Dave crew hat, and he gave us all a gift. And Mike thought these were slacks in their pajamas.
Well,
I knew you were going to wear them.
Yeah, I had to.
That is so great. Like I bet everyone. I said he's going to wear the pajamas.
And I did, yeah. So you win the bet,
Are they
right?
comfortable?
Oh, very
You
much
look
so.
great. You look a little like that.
Fuji Hokkaido likes him, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Michael. Anyway, enough frivolity here. We had a terrific show tonight, and we're going to cap it with something very interesting. Normally, I do a stunt. But currently, I'm very excited because, as you know, I'm the stunt coordinator on the new Rambo movie, Foot Locker.
Yes, I read about that.
And I talked to Sly the other day, and he told me if I wanted to, as long as I would promote the movie, I could show the ending scene of the movie, which is really a kind of a fun thing. I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a very special ending. Fuj, you can explain it to Michael.
Rambo will get into a footlocker with handcuffs and then get out in 15 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, he's handcuffed. It looks like he's handcuffed in there. And what happens is something horrible happens to him at the end of 15 or 20 seconds. But because of the magic of movies, it's something I wouldn't do, but we had to create something because of the magic of movies, he doesn't really get hurt. So after the horribleness happens, you won't even see the footlocker. And you'll go, where is it? And boom, you'll look up in the air, and there Rambo will be up in a tree.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely magic, and no one will know how it happened. So we're going to do that tonight. I'm not going to go up in a tree, but I will show you how we make the footlocker disappear.
So you're going to climb into the footlocker?
Absolutely. I'm going to be Rambo.
I hope everything works out okay.
It'll be a lot of fun, and once in a while, to be able to let the people behind the scenes, let the people in on something like that is really exciting.
Well, that's the reason you are such a popular man.
Well, thank you very much.
Good luck. I hope everything works out okay.
All right, terrific.
All right.
Guys? Now, what happens is the villains, obviously not my guys, but the villains will come up and they will handcuff Rambo. Okay, they'll put these handcuffs on him.
Those are special handcuffs, right, Super?
Yes, they are, Michael.
They're lined
And
with genuine Saskatchewan
He'll
sealskin
complain
binding.
about being handcuffed. In reality, nothing. But you won't be able to see that on film. Okay, that looks real, doesn't it? Okay.
You bet it does.
Okay, now, then they place him, and obviously they'll be treating him very roughly. They'll be pushing him around and everything, and he'll be dirty like he is, you know, with dirt on him and stuff like that. And what Rambo said is, he said, I want to be in a position in the footlocker so I can flex. So what'll happen is I created a situation where his arm moves this way, and then, can you see the muscle? And then he'll flex like that.
Oh.
And so that'll be kind of fun, too.
Oh, absolutely.
We love that. Now, this is the magic box that Fuji has created. And what is the combination on this?
441 442.
441 442. All right, I'm going to get in here, and you're going to hear me struggling to get out of the cuffs and to get out of the box. I'm not going to make it, and then something that'll really surprise you will happen. When the surprise ends, you won't see me. Footlocker and Super will be gone. Okay? Okay. You can shut the locker.
We have a special microphone inside the locker so we can hear what's going on at all times.
All right. Make sure
Chains are being applied.
nice
They're
and
made, by
tight.
the way, with a special steel alloy.
Lock it up.
As strong of a material as you can find in the world.
It's a lot of fun. All right, guys, tap it when you're ready. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to punch the button, the combination 441 442. Oh, I was supposed to drop out of sight there. Okay, let me try it again. 441 442.
Boy, that was great.
Super Dave, did the hole open?
Not yet. Wide open.
Well, it worked. Isn't this thing you can't even tell? Well, anyway, this is Mike Walden, along with an elated Fuji Hakihito and the magical Super Dave Osborne saying so long, good night, see you. Oh, and by the way, be sure to look for the new Rambo movie, Footlocker, opening soon. Good night, everybody. Good night, Super.
You know, I always dreamt of having a star in cement, but this is ridiculous.